All right, profit lever number 6, diversifying your traffic sources. So the reality is that 99% of businesses out there in the coaching and course world, the information product businesses, they're going to rely on one source of traffic, and even worse, one channel. So they're going to rely on just meta ads or just YouTube ads or just one website with blogs, or I'm sure you get the point. See, putting all of your traffic eggs in one basket is a losing play, and sooner or later, you may get knocked down. And quite frankly, the businesses that I see, the ones that are built on solid rock, have diversified sources of traffic. And one of my favorite ways to diversify traffic is through strategic partnerships. Just a fancy way to say, hey, referral partner or affiliate, will you send me new buyers? And it's done through business friendships, intentional business friendships. So let me ask you a question. Would you rather have right now $500,000 or 100 strong business friendships? $500,000 sounds great. Don't get me wrong. It would be very difficult to turn that down. But what if I said that each one of those 100 business friendships could refer you $10,000 in new business this year? Does that change things? I hope it does, because that changes the way I look at businesses. See, we want to go exponential here, and this is a surefire way to go exponential, to scale exponential, to multiply our business without multiplying the costs. I would take the 100 business friendships every single time, knowing that information. That's the power of strategic partnership marketing. Take, for example, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, he's a well-known A-list actor, and he goes and he does his stunts, he films the movie, he even produces some things. But when he wraps filming, does he go out there and run a Facebook ad for his business or his movie? No, he does not. What he does is he leverages his talent, the value that he brings, and he gets on other people's audiences or other people's stages. Good Morning America, live with Kelly and I don't know if it's Regis nowadays, but whoever it is, Ryan and Kelly, and other things like that. And nowadays he's going around and doing mini shows such as podcasts and other shows that normally wouldn't be as big as Good Morning America in the past, but now they've definitely overtaken that. YouTube videos too. So he understands the power of strategic partnerships, leveraging someone else's audience, being on someone else's stage to benefit your own thing, ethically and intentionally. So you don't have to be Tom Cruise or Oprah or Tony Robbins to get on these powerful stages. It's great if you can. It's great if you can get a partnership with Tony Robbins or someone like that even. But the reality is there are a lot of micro influencers out there who are willing to let you be on their stage or promote to their audience if done the right way. And a great partner here is someone who's speaking to the same audience, but selling something or doing something that's different but complementary. You don't want to come in and cannibalize their business. I'm sure you understand that already. You want to find complementary avenues and angles. So in marketing, it's about the right attention at the right time. And you want to laser target your sights on the people who already have the right attention that you want to capitalize on as well. So how do you find these people? How do you go out there and find these strategic partnerships? Well, it's easier than you think. And so I've taken a couple notes here, and you'll see the link to the document below this video. But I want you to start by asking yourself a few questions. Number one, who else is my target market already paying attention to? Who else are they already paying attention to? Ideally online. It's easiest to get going. Yes, there are TV shows and those types of stages, but traditionally and historically, those take longer to get on. Number two, what other products, non-competitive but complementary, are my ideal clients, ideal buyers already buying? What other products? So, for example, if I sold tires, they're already buying cars. We'll come back to that in a second. Number three, who else, ideally online, is talking about what I already talk about? Not the same, but similar. Complementary, non competing. So, if you take some time and answer those questions, then you'll get a pretty good image of who could be my strategic partners. Who could I go after and strike up business friendships? And I want you to identify 50 to 100 potential strategic partners that could refer business to you this year. Why 50? Well, it's a good number. It's more than 25. No, in all seriousness, there's a concept called the Dream 100, and it talks about identifying 100 of your dream buyers or 100 of your dream strategic partners. And so I think 100 is great if you can do it, but 50 is more attainable than 100, and it gives a safe range because different people are driven differently, and 100 may sound like a lot to some people. But again, 50 to 100 people that could potentially, ideally, promote your business to their audiences this year. So that means you're looking for people who have newsletter audiences, Instagram followers, a private Facebook group, popular blog posts, popular podcasts, YouTube channels that are pretty popular. You don't need to find people who have millions and millions of subscribers, followers, fans, etc. You want to go after the lowest hanging fruit, which in your case, starting out, is micro influencers, people that have 5,000 to about 100,000 followers. Those are perfect for you. Normally, they don't really know what to charge for a promotion or how to do it. They're building their business too, and they're in the stages of, yes, I'd love some extra content. I'd love for you to give back to my audience, and they'd be hard pressed to say no compared to someone like Kim Kardashian or even Tony Robbins with millions and millions of followers. If you can even land a spot like that, you're probably stuck in a timeline where they're already 18 months out in planning. So again, who else is my target audience, target market already paying attention to online? What other products, non-competing, complementary, are my ideal clients buying? And who else on the internet is talking similarly about what I talk about? So I want to give a couple examples of collaboration or partnership ideas here. If you're choosing influencers or people with established audiences, micro-influencers like we just talked about before, then you can create an affiliate program that gives them a percentage of the sale whenever somebody buys. You can do a guest appearance on a podcast. You can go out there and research podcasts and listen to them. That's the secret. Please listen to them and write them a message that's saying something like, hey, I just listened to your episode over XYZ. I really like the part where you talked about this. So I would love to see if there's a way to give back, but I also want to, talk a little bit about this more. I think I can really add value to your audience because insert ABC there. So you could also do virtual summits, find out if people are doing virtual summits. If you want to do your own virtual summit, that's a way to do it too. It's kind of a shoehorn way in to get people to promote your thing. But again, I don't want to get overly complex with it. These are opportunities to get on other people's shows. You can go into relevant Facebook groups and strike up conversations. So the beauty of Facebook groups is they're most likely run by non-business savvy people, meaning they're probably not going to feel weird if you come in and build up a business friendship and then introduce the idea of, hey, I'd love to give back through a free training or a free webinar or a free resource, a free book, a free download. Obviously, you're going to get people to sign up and get on your email list and give a commission back if that's what they're open to. Here's a pro tip for you. One thing I've learned is that sometimes people are not money motivated. Sometimes people just want to give back. So what I found is that if ever I bring up affiliate commissions or referral commissions, I say, hey, look, I'd love to cut a check to a charity of your choice. I can, of course, cut a check to you as well. Which one would you prefer? And so I'm feeling out through the relationship if they're not as money motivated, or, my $3,000 check is not going to make a dent in their $30 million a year business. It's just an accounting headache at that point in time. But I'm intentional with it. That's the key point to consider here, is just intentionality. You'll find that intentionality runs through this entire profit leverage series so far. And then you can also go out there and find someone who already sells a complementary product or service. So for example, I'll relate it to Be Known LLC, my company. We are a done-for-you marketing agency for those who sell information products, primarily coaches and those that sell courses with a coaching aspect on the back end. And what I've found is that I can go out there and partner with business coaches for coaches. And so I know it's a little funny, coaches that coach coaches, but I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at. If I go out there and say, hey, look, we don't offer any coaching programs, we don't offer any courses, we are done for you, tactile, tangible services. We're a growth partner for our clients. Do you have anybody who is gaining traction that needs somebody to come in and do webinars, run paid ads, do email marketing, take away the burden of the technical button pushing? Most likely they say yes, and then we strike up a deal. And at first they can be a little hesitant because that's their flock, that's the people that they take care of. But that's when we send over case studies and maybe do test projects and just go through a relationship. Again, a relationship, an intentional relationship is what you're getting at here. So the whole reason I'm bringing this up is because I have a concept called the sphere of attention. And the sphere of attention is, if I get complementary businesses in my portfolio, or I have relationships with complementary businesses, then over time that removes the need to solely rely on advertising. So if I have somebody that sells dog training to mainly females 45 plus, and I'll also have somebody who does relationship counseling for primarily females. And then I also have somebody that does vacation planning, like here's how to do a vacation plan without, hiring a planner, essentially. Do your own vacation planning. Well, it's complementary. And so we can cross promote each other. So the sphere of attention is just that. We're able to cross promote each other and removes the need for costly advertising. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Diversifying your traffic through strategic partnerships is one of the best moves you can make in business, hands down. I'll end with this. Ads are like gasoline. You've got to constantly pour fuel on the fire because gasoline burns quick, it burns instant, and it burns out fast. But referral partnerships, strategic partnerships are like coal. It takes a little longer to get going, yes. It takes some time, but once it's lit, it's going to last a very long time. So I wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions about these profit levers, please, I'm happy to answer. I'd love to talk through it and craft a great growth plan for your business.